Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're gonna do a video on the most balanced unit in Dokkan. Well, she's very overpowered. She's probably not actually balanced. So, Videl. I got her at full level 10 links. She's pretty good. Alright, let's just get that out of the way. Her power is like, it's just stunning. Like, directly comparing the numbers she puts up to, like, compared to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, DOKKANFEST Broly, Trunks and Goten, and it's just like Videl like shits on them, and it's just like, it's just stunning. It's just like, okay. So alright, hey, oi, Akatsuki, we better get that same respect for that DOKKANFEST Ginyu, huh? DOKKANFEST Demon King Piccolo, yeah, he better look like this. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so we're starting out on her team. I think her team is, I mean, probably where she's going to look the best. She works really good on Majin Buu Saga as well, and it's like, guess what? Those are like the only two teams you're going to be running her on. Because she's only got 4 categories. The weakness she has is her links, right? I got her, oh, full level 10 links, oh boy, but she barely ever has any links active anyway, so I don't know. And that she has like no category teams. Like 4 categories in 2021 on a new DOKKANFEST exclusive is just garbaggio. So, with her negatives out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at her positives as she shoots out like 50 million damage in attack stats right here. This is a pretty good opening rotation for her, by the way. She does work rather well with Kabe. She has courage. This is a continued theme by Dokkan to just spam. Like, the fact that all these new DOKKANFEST work so good with their 50% supports. Like seriously, like Pikkon, Janemba, Videl, Broly, like they are all like perfect partners with their 50% support type units, so they work really good. So it's just interesting to see. I wonder if they're setting up to reintroduce the 50% supports in like some different format or something like that. So we're on our own team. She's getting 4 key, 170% across the board, right? I kind of think you can build her exactly like Gohan and Goten and really get away. Okay, so she's now super effective against all types after dodging and then taking that hit, and she has her full passive basically. 4.44, that's her first attack of the fight, is 4.44, and then the second attack, 4.82. That was super effective against all types. All 3 of those attacks super effective. We can finish up the video now, right? Like, there you go. That's what she does. You can say, Broly does the same thing. No, he doesn't. 4 super attacks from Broly turn 1 are not even close to what Videl just did. 4 super attacks from Broly turn 1 would be like an 8 million attack set, a 9 million attack set, or something like that, right? Like, if you combine the attack sets for all 4 of them, Videl just did like 4.4, 4.7, and 5 million, but all 3 were super effective against all types, right? So it's like, yeah, Broly, like on turn 10, is like barely keeping up with that. So it's pretty disgusting. Okay, so she's got Battlefield Diva with, what's her face? Demon Goddess Toa. And then we also have Cold Judgment with Supremo Pie of Time. Now, the one thing about Videl, again, on top of her wonky link set, is even if we sort of build this team like this, like, basically, I built her like Gohan and Goten. That's the build for this team that we're rocking, is the Gohan and Goten build, right? Where you just bring Videl as our damage dealer, and literally the entire rest of the team is just sitting there supporting her. And that, dude, that'll work. Like, Videl will fulfill that role, like, way better than Gohan and Goten will, right? She just, because what it is like, Gohan and Goten, they do like their super attack, right? And then they get an additional that's got, you know, a chance to be a super attack. Whereas Videl, in slot 1 and 2, it's super and then guaranteed super. Like, she's just double supering, and that's it. Like, super. Now we're seeing her defensive numbers, by the way. You know, she's sitting, like, here's my Rainbow level 10 links Videl, right? Sitting at basically 190k defense. She has this active skill right here. Now, the thing about the active skill that you really have to understand is it is not, I would say, designed for, like, difficult content. Like, I don't know. Basically, we already see the level of damage Videl does. Her active skill gives her a permanent active skill 20% attack buff, but a permanent defensive 20% debuff. So you don't really want, like, the thing about Videl, like, it's just, she did so she did, like, you know, just say like a 15 million attack stat her first turn. But while doing that, she also had a 50% chance to dodge in slot 1 with 190k defense. And then after she triple super attack, her defense was like, I don't know, close to 300k. So like, it's like she's balanced, like she's not like only offense or only like Tech Ultimate Gohan. I feel like you make the argument that he's like only defense, right? Like he does so little damage compared to some of the other top Dokkan Fest exclusives. And like people have the image in their head of turn 10 Ultimate Gohan, you know, super effective against all types, against some enemies and stuff like that. But you're forgetting in difficult content, you know, the first 7, 8 turns, where a lot of times, like, unless Ultimate Gohan is in slot 1 getting hit before he attacks, his damage is really not that impressive. He's just like a defensive juggernaut, a defensive ace. Videl does both. She's great offensively and great defensively across like the entire game, across all content. So that's good. It's just her limitations for categories and links like are a real thing, right? Like I don't want to like I've seen a lot of people try and downplay it, like, oh, who cares if she's just obliterating everything in one hit? It's like, well, it does matter because there are a lot of times where she's not obliterating stuff in one hit, and there's a lot of times where like her links will bring down the team as well. I will be very curious to see the next time like some new difficult content is released, how Videl herself will fare in there. I think it's going to be interesting to see if Peppy Gals and Defenders of Justice, are these two categories going to be buffed? Are they going to be forgotten about? Like, what exactly is Dokkan going to do with these two category teams? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if they start seriously buffing Peppy Gals and Defenders of Justice, Videl is just going to be like a godsend. Like, right now, I would say there's no reason to summon on Videl's banner on JP. But, like, if she returns on, like, you know, some future banner, she's the side unit on, like, a Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan 3 Goku banner, at, like, you know, and she could be, like, the best number 2, like, ever, like, you know, although I would keep this in mind that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, as good as he was, right, and he really has just been MIA for a long time. He has not been brought back to return on banners for quite a while. So, let's go ahead and pop Videl's active skill. Again, we want to keep in mind that her defense right now, 189. Actually, what is it in the middle? Yeah, okay. So there's Cold Judgment activating, right? So, like, that's almost, like, me, personally, I think I like that a little bit better than running her with Kabe. Like, 237k defense right there. Are you kidding me? She would get a little bit of extra attack with Kabe, because that first link of hers, Courage, is 2 key and 10% attack. So she gets a little bit extra attack. But, like, how much more balanced she is right here with Supremo Pi of Time doing this. Are you, dude, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. Here, let me pop her active skill. I might go to, like, turn 20 or something like that, just to get some stupid attack set for her. And we'll go ahead and take Videl on a couple of other teams. Again, a lot of times for level 10 Link videos, I like to do, like, 4 separate teams, like 4 separate categories, but, like, Videl does have 4 separate teams: Peppy Gal, Boo Saga, Earthling, and Defenders of Justice, but, like, we're not, like, no one runs LR Krillin for Earthling team, right? So, like, you get it. Here, let's use her active skill.
ショートヘアの方がごはんくんの好み？いや、好みとかじゃなくて、試合するんだったら短い方が有利だと思ってさ。うるさいわね、ほっといてよ。そんなこと私の勝手でしょ。
Alright, so let's see how Videl does right here. Again, this is going to be a big time attack stats. So with Cold Judgment, she's still at 190k defense right there, but then with Kabe, she drops down to 151. That's what I'm saying. I just don't really think that loss of defense right there is worth the extra damage she'll gain when she's stacking attack on her normal super attack and her unit super attack anyway, right? Like, I definitely think it works good for, like, different playstyles. Like, there's people out there who just want to go damage, and then there you go. Like, Videl will help you out there. But, like, I like Videl as she is, ultra, like, offensively and defensively balanced, where she's putting up these eye-popping numbers, but she's actually, like better defensively than a lot of people give her credit for, right? So, all right, let's go ahead and see what she does right here. After this, I'm going to cut. And we're going to skip ahead, you know, a few turns. I'll get up to, like, turn 20 or something like that. And we'll see what her attack stats are looking like. again, this is pretty good because we keep, yeah, she's dodging, so she's super effective against all types. Then she gets hit, so she gets her full attack buff. And then she's putting up, again, eye-bulging numbers. The other thing I should point out about Videl, right, is that she has, like, her passive designed in a way to where she's really good in slot 1 and mostly wants to be used in slot 1. But she does have stuff built in for slot 3. We'll come back in a second and I'll talk more about that. But that is something that is going to allow this character to age very gracefully. The fact that she could be used in slot 3 and be super uber powerful just in slot 3 as well with a passive, you know, over there. All right, so here we are on turn 22. So we'll get a turn or two from Videl, and then we'll go ahead and go to some other teams here. Here, let's go ahead and school this Videl. We'll just go ahead and sit her down real fast. Actually, no. Let's attack Gohan right there, because Videl would one-shot the enemy Videl. There, now we'll attack Videl right here. All right, so let's see how much damage Videl does now that she's on turn 22. Remember, she'll do extra damage if she gets hit, like that. And she's at a 13 million attack stat. Pretty good, I'd say. I'd say that's a high number. One more super attack, and she'll be above 14 million with her full passive active. So, I mean, that's the thing about these stacking units. They can, you know, put up very impressive numbers, and then Videl, with her unit super attack, is greatly stacking, so of course her damage is even higher. Now, Videl, in terms of slot 3 production, right, I like that they gave this to her. So, like, Videl gets the guaranteed double super attacks, you know, in slot 1 and 2. Definitely, like, a very important thing for her, right? Like, that's going to allow Videl to, like, really get a lot of damage in with the double super attacks. You know, she's got good defense in slot 1. Like, basically, she's designed very well, right? But then in slot 3, she gets a high chance to dodge and then 58% attack, right? So, like, basically the way they have her set up is that even if you're floating her in the future, right, like if she's not, like, still, you know, a top unit in the game or something like that, and you're just using her as a leader or something like that, or for whatever reason you want to actually float her off rotation, it's going to work really well for her as a floater, because she's still got the dodge chance, she's still getting extra attack. Like, it's just going to be silliness. All right, so let's see how much damage she's going to put up right here. There's the attack right there. She has her full attack, and she's super effective against all types. So let's see what type of damage numbers our girl Videl is going to put up right here. And she gets up to a 14.7 million attack stats. Pretty good. Goodbye. Yeah, say goodbye with the 14 million attack stat of Videl. She's quite good. And that's about all I have to say about that. She's pretty good. Alright, so now we're over here on the Majin Buu Saga team / Battle Wits. There's a number of sort of quirky units that Videl is going to link up very well with, right? She is going to work well with a fair amount of the Krillins, because a lot of them do have courage, right? So, the one thing I like, I guess, that Dokkan has done with these last couple Dokkan Fest banners is, like, Krillin works really well with Goten and Trunks and Videl, right? Then the tech Goten dropped on the Videl banner. It works really good with Goten and Trunks. So I would like, if they're going to be creating these, you know, super top tier units, you know, Dokkan Fest, and then they're releasing characters that are actually really helping them out and really supporting them, really making them look good, that's definitely a good thing. So, I mean, here's Videl, 161k. Again, this is turn 1 right here. We do not have a Gohan on the team, so Videl is not going to get her unit super attack or anything like that, or be able to use her active skill. But Videl is not good only based off her unit super attack or active skill. She doesn't need it at all. But yeah, there you go. 4.47. That's turn 1. Like, dude, that's like, yeah, there you go. Like, that. She had a guaranteed second super attack coming. And, like, you know, like, Krillin is definitely going to work well with her, but that wasn't Krillin given the 60%, not in that turn. Now, what sucks is I built this team and brought, like, all these good partners for her, and they're all, like, on the other rotations. Like, it sucks, but whatever. Android 18, I would say, for the most part, is probably going to be the ideal unit I would run Videl with. Even without Krillin, Trunks, and Goten around on a team, and this Android 18 is definitely good enough to get the job done, because she gets a 50% defensive buff for 6 turns on super attack, and then she also gets a 50% attack buff for 6 turns on super attack as well. So she's going to be able to put up very big damage numbers and then very good defensive stats. And as like a partner with Videl, she's going to be crazy, right? And especially more so when there is the Krillin, Trunks, and Goten around, because she'll also be a support type unit for that Videl, which, again, you can pretty easily build teams for Videl where you just have just surrounding her with support and sort of let her dominate, right? Now, this is going to be really good with her. This Hercule and Boo is actually one of her best friends, because, I mean, they have 3 links there. They have Courage. The second one is Money, Money, Money. And then the last one down there is Champion Strength. Now, I do want to highlight this specifically, that Champion Strength right here gives 2 ki and 5% damage reduction. So she's got the 50% chance to dodge, the 5% damage reduction, and then she's also got 200k plus defense, right? And the Hercule and Boo unit is a support type unit that's going to work very well with her. Because of Videl, I am going to link level 10 that Hercule and Boo unit and get them ready to go, because that's another really good partnership. Okay, there's the extra attack set. I hope if Kid Goku super attacks, okay, good. He's not gonna. 4.25 right there. She's not super effective against all types. She did not dodge an attack, right? She needs to dodge an attack before she attacks in order to be super effective against all types. So that is restricted for her in slot 1 or 2, unless you're going up against a boss that uses AoE attacks, right? Like against Moscow, the god of destruction that will super attack your entire rotation. Against him, Videl could be super effective against all types in the 3rd slot, or one of these Broly bosses who, will attack the entire rotation. Those are the types of units. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next team. I mean, I guess I'll try and get a bunch of units with them. The Trunks and Mai unit, I brought them along because, again, they share a lot of links with Videl. The only thing about them, though, is that they really want, like, another Trunks and Mai round to be able to utilize their active skill, which makes them do a lot of damage. Plus they also need a Super Saiyan Blue running around. So, like, you can use them as a partner, but I don't know that I actually really like them as a partner for Videl, right? Videl, her link set is wonky, which will hurt the units around her, but her lack of links does not hurt her own production, provided other characters can give her ki, right? Because she's clearly, her damage is balanced and designed around the fact that she's not really going to be getting, like, a lot of attack and stuff from links. Actually, looks like we're going to get one more turn here. Unless this Goku and Vegeta at the end, like, triple supers with crits and stuff like that, we are going to get one more turn. So we'll go ahead and give Videl one more turn next to that Android 18. If not, I might just hop back in with this same team, see if we get Videl with, again, 18 earlier, or this Trunks and Mai right here. Don't crit. Okay, that's fine. All right, good. There we go. Okay, so again, we're not going to get the attack buff for the super effective against all types, but, I mean, look how crazy this would be right here. We'd have 4 links active. Insane for Videl. Just with 18, she has only Battlefield Diva and Money, 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 but, I mean, that's giving her, what, 4 ki combined, 5% chance to dodge, and then 20% defense from Money, Money, Money. So, all right, let's get this attack set, and then we'll go ahead and move on. Outside of, like, showcases to see, like, how much damage she could do, I myself am probably not going to be using her active skill very often. The damage is just not worth the loss in defense, I personally feel. Alright, so we're here in another event. Again, we are rocking the Boo Saga team still here. Just trying to try her out with a variety of different characters, see how she is going to look, right? So here she is with our boy, Hercule. Again, they have that Champion Strength link as well as Fierce Battle. I guess this would be a pretty solid defensive rotation, actually. Because again, that 5% damage reduction on this unit would be very helpful. We do have a Gohan, again, on this turn, so again, Videl is going to be, greatly stacking attack with that unit super attack. So, I mean, already, just this 3rd run, I feel like we've gotten a good look at Videl, right? Like, look at these damage numbers Videl is shooting out immediately. You can see just the absolutely, like, insane amounts of damage Videl spits out basically every single fight. Like, it's crazy. It's honestly, like, really stunning how powerful they made her. Like, I felt like it was fairly obvious, like, okay, if they're gonna drop Videl, the character least likely deserving of a Dokkan Fest ever, to the point where a lot of people were actually like, oh, this is April Fool's. This ain't the next Dokkan Fest, right? So it was fairly obvious they were going to make her good, but like they went above and beyond good, right? Like she's not just good, she's good. I feel like is a good way to sort of describe it. All right, I feel like we'll get one more attack set with her right here. Again, just seeing her in different setups, different units around. I might do one more run either on Defenders of Justice or Peppy Gals rather than them both combined. Yeah, see, here's where key links definitely would hurt. I guess if we're going to run this as a rotation, right, like, we're not really looking too good here in terms of key. You can see the difference Link level 10 makes, by the way, because Videl has champion strength at level 10. This Hercule has champion strength only at level 4, excuse me. So he's not able to get that extra key right there. But, all right, let's have Videl go ahead and do numbers. Again, I am liking that we're getting a lot of different rotations in here. Some of these, like, she's not getting hit first. Because remember, her damage goes way up. So that's just a true 2.93, right? Not super effective against all types. Not a, you know, the big time number from being hit before she attacks like that. But she still just, like, puts up so much damage, dude. So much. Alright guys, so this will be our last run right here. We are on the pure Defenders of Justice team. Now, I do want to highlight this unit real fast. So this is an exchange unit, right? Great Saiyaman 2, and then it's like /1, but like remember, it's not both in the same card. This is just, you know, Videl, Great Saiyaman 2, and then she exchanges into Great Saiyaman 1. This unit is on like Peppy Gals and stuff like that because it's just Videl as the first part of the card. But she, I mean, as you guys can see right here, she activates, well, we saw it at the start, but she activates the unit super attack, right? And, you know, the active skill and stuff like that. So Videl can do her unit super attack and her active skill just via the Great Saiyaman 2/1 card. So that'll be interesting in the future. Exchange units appear to be able to activate active skills and stuff like that even before they actually exchange. So we'll see how that might work in the future with some of these other characters that, you know, may have, you know, sort of like unit super attack conditions and stuff like that, right? So with this unit, they've got 3 links. One is Courage, Battlefield Diva, and then also Infighter, which is 15% attack. So let's go ahead and see how much damage we're going to do right here. This Videl, you know, this Great Saiyaman 2 right here, the only thing about her is that she is a support type unit for Special Pose, and they did not make STR Videl on Special Pose, right? I feel like STR Videl could have gotten Special Pose and also could have gotten World Tournament. I mean, World Tournament for real she could have gotten, right? But I do feel as though she's a unit that potentially could have hit the Special Pose team as well, right? For sure. We'll probably give her one more turn and then we'll finish up. I mean, as you guys can see, like, there's a variety of different setups we can bring on a lot of her teams. She's just a very redonkulous unit, right? That's it. Videl is really damn good. She's just super good. Like, I don't know what else to say. I probably would say, after using her, taking her on a full world tour, she feels like the best TR in the game to me. She does feel much more powerful, much more impactful than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You know, it remains to be seen. You know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is got a lot more categories and a lot more, like, you know, stages that are going to have, like, Super Battle Road stages and Extreme Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that. But, I mean, Videl still is able to put up, I think, a very impressive display. There she is at 172k defense right there, with the chance to dodge, potentially being super effective against all types, and everything else she's able to bring to the table. She's just really good, man. You definitely cannot count her out or pretend like she's not just flat out one of the top units in the game. When she's performing at this level, it's too much. Like, she's too good. She's really, really crazy. As good as she is, though, I still don't really think you should summon for her. I think she's a little bit too limited, but I mean, her production does definitely speak for itself. I like to say wait for great, like, banners full of value rather than summoning for a great unit, right? Like, you know, like when if I told people to summon for AGL UI Goku, it's not because AGL UI Goku is the best unit in the game. It's because he had, like, the best banner ever, like one of them, right? Like, I think Vegeta's banner was actually a lot better, but Goku had a really good banner as well, right? Like, those are the reasons you summon for, like, units. Really great banners, more so than just, like, a really great character. So, here is our girl Videl at full level 10 links. I mean, as you guys can see, she's able to put up a really impressive display. I mean, that's it. That girl is good. That's all I've got to say about that.